Hello again. In our last video, my battery died, and that was for 14A. That was about the PERL Crypt interface OpenSSL AES data exchange. Serial interfaces like RS232. The equation is 3 divided by 1 divided by 1 divided by 14 equals 0.0214. And that's right in there in the WOW signal. So I'm going to scroll down. The last thing I talked about was the inner galaxies and how this website and blog I found talks about the mind, alien technology, being telepathic, developing your brain, and having superpowers. And it's physical memory access, PMA. It's based in neuroscience and is related to how the brain works, how memory is stored and retrieved, how our senses of sight, sound, smell, and taste operate, and how we learn. PMA focuses on the right hemisphere of the brain where the senses, emotions, and pleasure pain systems are housed. The results are much quicker and more effective than using left brain approaches like willpower, logic, and reason. Most of our mind-body processes happen outside our conscious awareness. Every inch of the body has a corresponding location in the brain. Through simple PMA techniques, you will learn how to bring more of your subconscious experiences into your conscious awareness and how to trigger mind-body functions that previously seemed out of your control. And so you would go to innergalaxies.com to see more about that. Okay, now I'm just going to go back to my thoughts. I was reading this when the camera stopped. So it was from January the 15th, 2012, 4:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And sorry, I forgot to give you the title of this video. This is 14B. It's WOW SETI GALEX M83 Charles Messier Catalogue Centaurus A clusters Johannes Kepler22b stars and planets. Again, if I don't get through all the information, I'll be making a third video for this section, okay? So what I'm going to do is go back up here. And the notes will be posted on my blog for you to read. I post the videos on YouTube, and then I blog the actual video on the Victoria Stafford A Psychic Investigation.wordpress.com. Okay? So January 15, 2012, 4:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my thoughts. One of the coolest things to come up yet is Inner Galaxies blog. Not only is it about a book you can get for yourself, it's also about opening up the mind and becoming enlightened by meditation. Just to review, the book was written by Francis Duncan. LCSW is a licensed psychotherapist, in the Tampa Bay area, and the author of Developing Your Superpowers, Phenomenal Mind Powers You Don't Know You Have, and the Developing Your Superpowers workbook. I haven't read the books, but this came up from the WOW signal on line 14. Okay? So that's been my focal point for myself since 2004, to expand my mind and tap into the other 90% of my brain. I wanted to know, is it possible to expand the mind and use different parts of the brain? I believe it's possible. Did you know that aliens often use telepathy to communicate? They do in the movies, and I'm assuming because their technology is far advanced from ours, so is their brain matter. So I tried a little experiment the other day, and I'm going to tell you the little story about what happened. That's what this is about. The other day I did a test on my dog. She's a small toy poodle. And I telepathically sent her a message telling her I wanted to go for a walk with her. She dragged Harry, who's about 200 pounds, all the way back home. And she weighs 10 pounds. And he couldn't figure out what was going on. I was laughing my ass off when he showed up at the door just as I walked out, all wrapped up in my winter clothing. He's like, what the hell is going on? She's never done anything like this before. She was going to her favorite park for a walk, and all of a sudden she turns around and drags me back home. And so I put down, she's a tiny toy poodle, so you can imagine how much she had to fight to get back here. So I told him about my experiment. Now I'm beginning to wonder if anyone else has proven this theory. Anyone that owns a dog knows that 30 minutes before we come home, good old Faithful is sitting right by the door, whining and waiting impatiently for us to come home. I've seen it happen with my own eyes. Our dog does it with me and with Harry. She's always sitting at the door or laying on the floor by the door waiting for us to come home. It's kind of nice, isn't it, to be greeted when you first walk in with licks and barks and kisses. It's your dog's way of saying it loves you. So my theory is this. Telepathically, most of us get excited about going home. We've had a long day working or doing our errands, and we just want to go home and eat, sit, and relax. Or do something in our haven, right? So my experiment worked. I didn't spell it right, sorry. Oh, looks like this one's wrong too. What I'm saying is this. I believe it's because I spend loads of time meditating with meditation songs, Solfego. I keep spelling that one wrong too, sorry. And Doctor's Theta, Beta, Alpha songs, so that I could tune my brain into the universe and into people around me. I'm also able to send out messages to people that are close to me without text messaging. Cheap way of communicating. Ha ha ha. So here we find material talking about the brain. You can see how much trouble I have typing. And techniques to bring your subconscious into the conscious realm. I've never read the book or heard anything about this until now, in January here, 2012. So check it out and see what you can learn from it. I like the weight loss function. I can use that one. The self-healing, reverse aging, no more Botox for you guys. Controlling anger, yep, I need that one too. And boosting your confidence and motivation, yep, that sounds dreamy. These are all the things that this book talks about. In this case, I think the alien, I gotta pause this, sorry.